Are you okay? Oh, there you go. That button. And we are theoretically up.
Ooh, are we up?
I hope so.
Theoretically.
I hope in practice we are up and not just theoretically.
Yeah, it just says you went live. Alrighty. Hi everybody.
Hello, people of the internet.
Hello.
Let's hope my ISP doesn't just die again. Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Let me put a link here. Okay. Yeah. Hello, everybody. To another exciting installment of Out of the Dark. This HSD thing I'm running. Where is it? There. That's the window I was looking for. Yay! Anybody remember what happened last time?
I do. Somewhat.
I was thinking about this the other day.
I wish I did.
I don't.
Helpful.
Sounds like it's a Black Post turn to do the recap then.
Yay!
Clearly.
Something
'Cause,
happened and we rolled stuff. We probably failed most.
Do you want me to do the recap, Blackpaw?
Yes, because I honestly don't remember.
Okay. Well, let me pull up my notes real quick, because I wasn't expecting to do the recap. But here we go. Alright. Okay. Let's see. So, when last we left off, we were crashed at the apartment of Kayla. I almost said the department of Kayla. That's something different. Besides the point. We're as was true last time, we were hired to protect this cog lady who wants to become a superstar athlete, and that's really cool, but some people don't find that cool and are a bunch of dickbags about it. So here we are, crashing in this gal's pad and doing some research. Last time we left off, I was pulling up some info on previous associates. One suspect was somebody who went by Rhonda. Was hunting through DeVay's emails, or boss's emails. There was some bad blood between the two, but Rhonda doesn't exactly seem the type to hire, hitmen or anything like that. We found some hubbub going on behind the scenes. A lot of people talking in, we'll call it, speculative tones about this whole situation. Tried to get the big picture, and a lot of it was just rumor and conjecture surrounding this whole thing. Kayla's still annoyed that we're bodyguarding her. She'll come around. I got food, so hey. Planted cameras and some audio listening devices throughout the apartment and a little bit outside. That'll give us some eyes and ears. Thinking of doing some counter surveillance on the buildings across from us. We did some preliminary, but all we saw was one of her annoying fans loitering around. I think he figures is the building she lives in, but I don't think she knows what apartment she's in, fortunately. Other than that, it's mostly just research and trying to find not who done it, but who gonna done it. Who gonna do it? I don't know. That doesn't have. I'll come up with something there. But yeah, here we are. It's a nicer house than mine. Still tempted to keep the bug out ball.
Yeah, it's been tossed in a corner, hasn't it?
Yep. It's still under the couch, and like I said last time, it's gonna get spontaneously deployed and just like accidentally crush Vandal against the ceiling or something.
Well, that was very nice. I think that's worth a solid 2 XP for everybody.
Yay!
Yay!
I would like to know what happened to Squeaks during this time.
If I remember right,
we
you
had-
and me just kind of hung out on the balcony and tried to resist spitting on people.
Oh, okay,
from
yeah.
way up high.
Okay. This seems accurate.
Yep. Yeah, you got scolded by the kitty hybrid.
Let me move you to the actual map.
Where's the sheet with? Okay, that one. I couldn't find the XP sheet. I was very concerned. Oh, how much XP should we have at this point since I effectively missed last game?
I have 381. Or
With
not
that-
not counting
Yeah.
the two so 383.
Okay.
Please remind me after the game to set up a like what's it called? What's it Sammy call it? A tracking channel where just put in however much XP and money you get.
That's a good idea. That is one thing with roll 20 sessions versus in-person sessions. Is in-person sessions you have like you can just look at each other's sheets, which makes it easier.
I have been meaning to do that for a while, but I just keep forgetting about it.
Is okay.
I've been pretty good at tracking the XP and currency. I've been up to date and always been accurate.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, you had a more or less productive time spent like the day spending. Anything you want to do before the second day? I think it is ends.
I
Or is this no? This is oh this no right. This is the second day. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're still on the second day.
Dawn of the second day.
No, more evening by now.
Oh, night of the second day.
Suddenly I had the idea of trolling somebody by putting the Majora's Mask moon on like a holographic billboard outside their apartment.
No! Do not.
Thanks for the nightmares.
If you're a good enough hacker, you could probably even put it on that holographic thing they project into the atmosphere.
Ooh, the big band. Yeah, what is that called?
I don't remember. It's
Yeah, it's like a band around Mars that's really cool, and I want it because I think planets with rings are super cool.
I could look this up. It's in the starting contract.
yeah, it's mentioned in Stars Over Landrea.
But I was just going to spend a little bit of I spent some XP from last session on Mind Exert. But other than that, I was just going to have Vandal be running, I guess just like running background checks on like Kayla's associates to see, like anyone that Kayla's been working with, to see if any of them have any sort of history of COG resentment. Like, is there anyone in the like, because she's correct me if I'm wrong, but she's moving to a new arena, right?
Yeah.
That because the Rhonda was her old arena manager, and that was kind of one of the conflict points. But the within the new arena, there.
No, Rhonda is also working at the new arena.
Oh, okay. I didn't make good enough notes for that. I apologize.
Yeah, no.
Um,
The manager of the old arena is a cog called Wiesen Meinert.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. That's why I didn't have in my notes, is I forgot how to spell that name. So
That's okay. I'm never sure how to pronounce it because I come up with all these names that look awesome typed out, but I have no idea how to actually pronounce them.
That was me learning French. Okay, so with that in mind, yeah, just like running essentially background checks to see if any of the people at the new arena have any particular sort of like cog resentment going on more than just Pulse ASR rivalry, which seems fairly benign.
Side note, that holograph ring thing is called the Light Show.
Yeah, isn't it mostly like advertisements and announcements and stuff?
Yeah. It's artificial aura of holograms projected on a mist of tiny transparent particles, forming a brilliant combination of advertisement, landing instructions, informations, and interactive art. It surrounds the entire planet Mars around its equator.
Cool.
With a side comment that it looks even better when you're not in a spaceship.
Oh yeah, better view. Okay. So, background check, looking for anti-cog sentiments.
Question.
Yes.
Is this little symbol doohickey over here? Is that anything?
What? Where
yes.
are you pinging?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That is looking at... sorry, the X's are cameras. When an X is underlined, it also has audio pickup. That was a bug we placed on the opposite wall of the apartment hallway.
Oh, I'm seeing the other ones now.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, if you look at the balcony, you can see the little note I made.
Yeah, basically it's so we can keep track of activity in the hall. So that if anyone is like using a sheet window on her bedroom or anything like that, we can spot it.
Wow, perverts.
Exactly. We don't want those people hanging around here.
Stupid paparazzi. Okay.
They're
I just saw it and I was like, what is this weird alien glyph? What is going on? What did I miss?
that is an underlined X.
My handwriting isn't that bad.
I thought it was some weird alien glyph, okay? I was very confused and concerned.
Glyphs known as English.
God, I can't wait to... I want to quote Cryptonomicon now.
But I'm running the hacker.
Fine, I'll have you quote it.
That is an easier solution somehow.
Hey, Rezzy,
Yes.
just remembered, what's Squeaks' voice for the week?
Oh! I knew I was forgetting something.
Week's voice of the week.
Can someone roll me a... Oh god, what was it?
Like 47 or something.
No, it was, Oh god, you guys rolled a lot last game.
No.
A D8 and a D10 while I set this up, please.
A D8.
And a D10.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, a D40 and a D8, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's the D8.
Alright. A D40 and a D8, you said?
Yep. Where's my cable? Where's my cable? Oh, there's my cable. Ah.
That's a low number. Alright then.
3. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. This will be fun.
Is that low pitch or high pitch?
That is going to be very low.
Oh dear.
Should I reroll?
No, don't you dare. Okay, so we got 7. And... what was the 40? 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay. Give me the plug. Okay. And this goes over here. And it goes in the... not the power hole, because that would probably end poorly. And then turn that knob, and... ooh. Curse you, captchas.
This is Squeak's voice now.
Oh god, is the smoker voice even
I
worse?
sound like a smoker.
It's even worse now!
Sounds like me when I had laryngitis.
Just listen to that. I need to go run and get a glass of water.
This is Squeak's voice now.
No.
I've been smoking since the age of 6.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, no, when I got laryngitis, my dad called me Gulamina.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Go get me my scratchers.
Oh god.
That's great. Just...
There's like a hoarseness to it, too.
Yeah.
I can't talk.
I'm a fennec, not a horse.
Well, you'd be surprised with that voice. Oh lord.
Could you imagine having to do a mental captcha because you were using your EMP node too much or ESP node too much? That's some EMP node's different. We don't want that one.
I'll say, that might have a negative effect on our two characters.
I have a nuclear bomb in my head. Don't worry about it, guys.
Okay. Well, Vandal, you wanted to look up something. I'm sorry. There was a distraction. I forgot. Something about anti-cog resentment?
Yes, I'm going to do background checks on people in and around her current and former workplace, looking for anti-cog resentment within the her associates.
Kayla's workplace?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
If I remember right, that workplace was mostly cogs and other ASR.
Okay, let's start with her former workplace. Since this is technically still the same day, I'm not gonna make you do the hacking thing again. But give me a role. Give me a community. Would be nice for that.
A community.
I guess protocol role would work if you want to. I don't want to just make it community perceive. That would be a bit simple. And I don't mean simple as an easy. I mean simple as an. I can be more creative than that.
Okay, so community exert protocol. What's the difficulty?
Let's say difficulty 2.
Okay. I don't have a great protocol, but 1d8 plus 1d8 plus 1, so... okay, cool, not bad.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, you don't find anything like that at a former workplace, because
Okay.
like Melly had that mentions this. It's like a majority of people there are cogs, so
Well, you never know.
that is like one of the points of that old place. It's basically like not necessarily like officially endorsed because it's a very small place, but it is basically an ASR arena.
Right.
Let's do another one for her future workplace.
Okay.
This one is a bit more tricky. For this one, I'm gonna say difficulty 3, just because there's a lot more of it.
It's a bigger place, and if I remember right, you said that her old workplace is kind of not dying, but is losing popularity and is
Yeah.
Okay. So difficulty 3, d8, d6 plus 1. I'm gonna plus 1 that,
Okay.
because we're about to rest, so might as well.
Yeah, you find some there. It's kinda to be expected for a Pulse place.
Mhm.
And for the most part, like nothing beyond what you would expect.
So nothing violent, just the usual,
Yeah.
like, ugh, the robots
Yes.
are coming to take our jobs.
Somebody else hear the beep right there?
Mhm.
That was me.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to plug the power in.
Ah.
I was gonna say
Um,
Squeaks is just playing in the corner. A little video game or something.
Yeah, he's got a game
No.
gal.
No, that was Duke rebooting.
Oh no!
That's not how cogs work, but okay.
But you are a Tar. You don't wear shoes. Wait, do they?
Yeah, they cogs wear clothing.
Probably including shoes. Yeah.
My whole worldview has changed.
Yeah, all the example artwork of cogs with like no clothing is just to show off like how their anatomy differs from vectors. It's
Now by saying, look, they're robots.
No.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I didn't mean cogs. I meant Tars.
oh yeah, no,
Because
cogs wear
pubs.
like cogs and I mean they make shoes for dogs IRL in hazard environments.
Oh, they do. They're little bags almost.
Yeah, they're like little booties. Police dogs around them have to wear them if they're investigating crime scenes with broken glass and stuff.
That does make sense.
Is also
Um,
Discord I'm hearing?
Are you hearing the Discord bloops? No, that wasn't me this time.
Yeah, I hear like the Discord blips, and it sounds like it's me, but I don't see any new messages.
Is anyone else hearing it?
I heard a
I-
Discord bloop.
I heard one too.
Oh,
And
I
it
just
definitely
heard one
wasn't
now.
me because I have Discord bloops turned off on principle.
okay.
and
It
you
might have
also
been.
have headphones on.
It might have been coming from the text to speech. Squeaks is apparently kind of popular all of a sudden.
Bloop.
Squeaks is actually on speaker.
So, do you just broadcast
Okay.
every single notification you get now?
Just the bloops.
He's just telling people that he's popular. It's his way of social
I'm
flexing.
trendy.
And anyway, there probably are a couple of, let's say, louder voices, who are a bit more outspoken.
Mhm.
against like cogs or anything. But again, it's nothing that really stands out. And also, you keep in mind that like it's not widely known that Kayla is going to join.
Right.
So it's not like there can actually be an outcry.
An outcry, no, but somebody getting the info leaked, maybe.
Sorry
What's
guys,
that?
I think I set my toggle to speaker notifications in my sleep.
God, that's terrifying.
Yes, and it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Should I re-roll the pitch?
No, it's hilarious. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
But no, nothing really that you can find that stands out.
Okay. Well. Vandal is going to suggest something while she's looking into that to the others. Just kind of an avenue that if you guys want to investigate is taking the reverse approach and being like, okay, you know, maybe it wasn't people who are like you know, don't like cogs into my arena.
I don't want no
And
togs.
more like, oh, you traitor, how dare you? So people that maybe are coming at this from the perspective of like resenting her for going to the new arena.
Well, then we should probably look into her old ring manager.
I mean, I kind of did, but a second set of eyes on that wouldn't be harmful just because I'm... Vandal is really good at like putting two and two together and like looking at the technical side of things, but she's kind of a weirdo shut-in. So the social side of thing isn't really her shtick.
Well, I mean, I'm not much better, but I'll try. I'm not sure what specifically I'd be looking for. I already saw some of the public outrage from this person, but that was just that. I have
No, just as a reminder, simply waiting and seeing if anything happens is an option.
yeah.
Oh, yes, too. It is. I'm just trying to lock off avenues of possible exploit, I suppose would be a way of putting it.
And also, we did sort of... I'd say we secured the apartment a little bit better than, well, before.
Yeah, it's true.
But I do have one thought that I want to try and look into before call it on information gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have any plans he wanted to use Kayla for? Maybe to bring the ring up in popularity, or more publicity? Just his rising star suddenly leaving probably put a bit of a issue with whatever might have happened there. I'm curious if it's more than just outrage. If like financial backing or something was messed up too. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I am scrambled and probably not making any sense.
No, I mean, that makes sense to me. Just investigate the former arena master to understand if the they might try something untoward out of a combination of jealousy and frustration. That sounds like a straightforward and logical investigation route. I mean, I'd hate to put, you know... I suppose, like, yeah, the implication with this whole job is that her life might be in danger, but another thing we might be looking at is, like, possible blackmail or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it might... This might not be like an assassination, possible assassination attempt. They might just, you know... try and discredit her.
How well have we searched this out apartment?
This apartment?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Vandal kind of gives a wide-eyed, nervous, like, uh-oh expression to, the girl. Like,
Alright,
listen, if I have implicating footage of me on Solnet within a week, I'm gonna be mad.
Alright, I think we should do a quick search.
Turns out Vandal put, like, all of the bugs that she put in place, like, over the previous bugs. I guess they were good hiding spots.
What do we... I'm sorry, I'm gonna call everyone together to just fan out. And please take a look.
If I find anything implicating about me on the Holonet, I better get a copy.
Oh.
That voice. That voice.
It is slightly terrifying.
What kind of check would that be?
That would be a body perceive check.
Okay.
You know, to like, you know, literally, unless you, if you're like literally going around and looking for something. If you want to do anything fancy, then would be something else. So how are you actually searching?
Ooh,
Is there
hang
some
on.
way we could like sweep for them, or like
I got
with the
a-
device?
I think brooms exist in HSD.
I think Vandal has something in mind.
I mean, I have a cooker. I could just fry everything in the apartment and rebuild everything we want.
Mm,
How does this work in cards?
How does that work on?
Bit radical, maybe.
That's just the nuclear options.
last resort.
That's like,
That's the bug bomb approach.
yeah, that's.
Oh
like
my
if-
god!
No, that's the approach when there's a spider in your apartment somewhere. So instead of, you know, trying to find it, you burn down the apartment.
No, that's literally a bug bomb at that point. Given that's how we're using it.
God.
Oh, okay. So never mind. Cookers are a one-use item that have to be physically attached to it. So unless I put it
Oh.
on like the junction box for the apartment.
Well, what's that thing that,
Well, the problem is that if you put a little junction box, that would fry everything hooked up to it, but a bug wouldn't necessarily be hooked up to the power grid.
Yeah. In fact, if they're smart, they aren't, because bugs are best if they don't change any internal variables.
So, what's difficulty for this check? And I guess we should each take a room or something.
I'm gonna say difficulty 2.
I guess I'll try the room I'm already in.
Might as well.
Shit, is it the same day?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but it says I have 2 focus.
And I'm sorry, you said difficulty what, Tygon?
Difficulty 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use both my focus on that one.
Okay.
Alright! That works.
So you got a 6, 8, a 14?
Yes. In this current room.
Okay.
Probably.
Wendell, which room are you searching?
I was just gonna search, probably the bedroom.
Kayla even let us in there.
She is now.
Are you rerolling anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll the second D8. Re-roll the 2. I have 1 focus left, so.
I
As
wish you
well.
luck.
Hey!
Just enough!
Just enough. I have no focus left now.
Neither do I.
Okay, so that is a 12 there. A 14 for the kitchen. Yes, is anybody else searching?
Sure.
They better be.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
I'm sorry, what was the roll again?
Difficulty 2, body perceive.
Okay.
What are you searching?
I'll search the balcony since I'm out there.
It's not a bad idea. It's the easiest to get to.
Okay, so we've got balcony. What all do we have covered?
Bedroom.
And the kitchen is covered. So there's
Basically, bathroom and.
bathroom and the first room there still.
I'll take the bathroom then.
+1!
Yay!
Let's roll.
And then I guess we could all come in and convene if we do find anything on that room.
Plus. Then I add my exert, right?
Yes.
Okay, I finally remembered what I did that with now! Hooray! Hooray!
Y'all just keep barely getting by.
A barely getting by is getting by. Any result is a result, so.
Okay. Let's start at the top. Duke,
Yes, ma'am.
you do not find anything on the balcony. Except somebody appears to have put a peep right there.
I'm pretty sure I would have known of that. I hope that the others would have told me about that.
I know, I'm being a...
Hey guys, I found something!
Oh,
Yes.
wait.
That's one of ours. Alright, I'll just like relay to the others. Nothing out here.
Somebody better not have touched my peeps. Paid good money for those.
I can't help but think of the marshmallow peeps.
Yes,
Yep,
I just
every
stuck
time.
a bunch of marshmallow treats
To the
everywhere.
walls.
Yes.
Oh god.
Doesn't
Now I'm
everyone
just
do that?
imagining, like, the little marshmallow like peeps, the bunnies, and the little chickens there, but the cameras, but the eyes on them are like actual cameras.
That's terrifying. I don't like that. That's some 1984 dystopian shit. I don't want any of that. You get that out of here. That's why we put them in the microwave.
Yep. Fries the signals and blows them up.
Squeaks.
Yes.
You spent a good while looking through the bathroom, but there appears to be nothing there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take this time to shower
Oh, God.
because, well, I'm already here, I guess.
Well,
It is a pretty nice shower.
Not gonna lie, I
As-
wouldn't mind a luxury bathroom for a couple days.
As she hears the water turn on. Either there's nothing in there, or Squeaks does not care. I don't know which.
I think it might be both.
Okay, so anyone within earshot is of the bathroom can probably hear squeaking that would possibly be construed as attempting to sing.
Oh, geez.
It sounds it's animal squeaking that sounds quite similar to something from the top 100 charts.
Animal squeaking in vague tune. Isn't that just the top 100 charts?
Yes. Yes. There you go.
Oh,
Lillian,
oh boy.
you look around for a good while, and as you take a closer look at the food printer, specifically the inside where it does the actual printing, you do notice something like stuck to the inside. Like not a spot where it's visible, but like as you're like feeling around in it, there's like something that detaches. Okay,
Whoa.
what was that?
That was a Windows notification sound. I have no idea what that was from. Though.
Oh, that's me. So, there's updates. I'm gonna mute that for a little bit.
Ding! Lillian has found something.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, my IDE was just like, hey, I haven't been turned on for a while. Let's check for updates. Update everything.
I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to leave it there and wait for everyone to get back together, and then I will subtly point it out to
Okay.
those that would know more about said technologies. Cough, cough, Vandal.
Okay.
But I will, leave it open. For now.
And Vandal.
Yes.
You also do find something.
Ooh.
Apparently somebody thought they were very clever
Hmm.
and hid it under the bed.
Interesting.
Wait, a peep or a comm spot?
This is more a comm spot, a listening device.
Oh boy, that's the thing corporate would be afraid of.
Hmm.
Individuals are afraid of video. Corporations are afraid of audio.
Yep.
Hello, voice crack, my old friend.
So... I guess when Vandal comes back out, I'm just gonna shove the clinic in front of the food printer and point.
I'm not really hungry right now. I kind of found a bug.
Fine, I grab your hand and shove it up against the... what is, probably not belonging there.
Oh. Is it the same design as the one I found, Tygon?
Yes. And once again, you get the impression that somebody thought they were very clever. It is out of the view, but very obvious. Once you like, no, it's if even a cursory examination of the food printer would have would have made that thing obvious. It's basically just as long as just like the thing under the bed. It's in a spot where nobody would usually look, but once you look, you see it immediately.
Yeah.
As I'm saying something, basically rambling about coffee and how you make it, and I want to try it. I'm gonna text on the toggle and say, "Can you see where it's broadcasting to?"
That's a good idea. Coffee sounds great right now, Vandal says in all earnesty as she pulls out her crash suite and we'll try and hook up to it.
Did you get the magic ear?
I did, as a matter of fact. I've had that since last session, actually.
Squeaks is gonna.
I was thinking that you bought it last session.
Squeaks is gonna peek around the corner, just wrapped in enough towels to where you still can't tell what Squeaks is, and just.
Did somebody say coffee?
Attachment to the crash suite. The magic ear is a listening system for intercepting wireless communication. In order to protect the crash suite, the magic ear has no broadcasting ability, can't accept any sort of visual command, so it can't be used to remotely control the crash. It can, however, allow a skilled user to sort, store, examine, and separate signals in the air, as well as listen to phone and radio conversations and search for electromagnetic signals. So, honestly, Vandal was probably using this to search for bugs. In the first
accidental purchase turning into an essential item right now.
I know, right?
Okay. In that case, give me another check, and that would, I guess, be mind exert, and I'm gonna say either operate or sabotage, whichever you prefer.
I think I would prefer operate, actually. Difficulty?
I'm gonna say difficulty 2.
Okay. So that'd be a D8 and a D10 plus 3. Are you kidding me?
Ouch.
I mean, I have a boon in that, so I have a free thing, but... Oof.
You can reroll that 3. If you roll high enough, it can still be enough.
Yeah.
That is not high enough.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna say this was like a the search roll, like you using them to search for things, to examine the or assuming there are any signals from the 2 bugs you found. I will allow you to do another.
Okay. Same roll? Or same...
Yeah, same.
And since I have a boon, I'm just gonna +1 that.
Alright.
Well, yeah. Yeah. That's how that works.
Yes.
Whew.
So, yeah, for as, kind of ineptly hidden as they were, the signal is really subtle. You do have difficult to find it, but you do manage to, tune in.
Okay.
To the one that, of the bug in the food printer.
Cool. So, after muffled consternation and pining demands for coffee, Vandal is eventually going to get it. And we'll try and see where those signals are going.
They're like just broadcasted out there.
Hmm.
It's not directional. They just stand out.
It's just a microphone.
Well, I have an idea.
What you are guessing is that who or whatever is on the receiving end, probably not that far away, because like it's not a strong signal.
Hey, that creeper who was waiting down by the front of the building, was he playing with his anything to look like a crash suite?
You have to ask those who actually looked. So Duke and or Squeak.
I'm gonna ask both of them, kind of surreptitiously, while Lillian makes coffee as a sound cover.
Mm-hmm. Duke, Squeak, both give me a mind exert logic roll, please.
Difficulty?
It's a difficulty 1.
I has boon.
How you got boon?
Yes. I don't know what I would do for it. Second.
I too have boon. I will look good doing it.
Strike a pose.
I will look good doing it.
Now with the boon, can you use? Is that boon only for rerolls, or can you use that boon for a +1?
It counts as a focus that you can only use for this check, but you can do anything with it that you could do with a focus.
Then
Plus
+1 it is.
+1.
All right. You do remember him looking at his toggle a couple of times, but nothing that would indicate a crash suit.
I have an idea. I am going to... My idea, Tygon, and I kind of need your input to see how possible/plausible this is to put some form of virus into the signal and have that virus broadcast a signal to me from whatever views this signal.
I am back.
So like a little tracer program that says, "Hey, I'm here" when it gets to its destination.
That can probably be done, but that would be a good bit of effort.
Okay, because let me check my malware to see if I have anything like that pre-existing. Let's see. I have
That sentence really messed with me, I'm not gonna lie.
field hacks,
Let me
gift
check my
wrap.
malware.
It's like, what are we doing with Metasploit? What's going on? What did I miss?
Field hacks, gift wrap, scramble, signal spin, voice jack, friend foe adjustment, or probe. I think honestly. That's every reference of bioprobes in the rulebook. That's not helpful.
The malware starts on page 160. If you intend to look at it.
Yes, that was my hope.
I think what probe does is basically tell you,
How difficult it's gonna be.
yeah, without alerting the system to your presence or anything.
Yeah, I think the.
I'd still allow you to do it with if you even if you don't have pre-existing software, but it's gonna be more difficult. So you basically have to create something from scratch.
Yeah. Let me see if I can't find it, like, with your permission, and I'd like to see if there's something in the rulebook that I could just, like, buy on the fly off of a software website.
Mm-hmm.
What were the other two checks from Squeaks and Duke? Curious now.
Remembering if the creeper that they saw off the balcony was playing with a crash suite at all.
Yep.
There really isn't anything like that that I can see. Well, actually, I take it back. The closest thing would be field hacks, which is gain control of one stationary system in the immediate area, such as a camera system, deactivated turrets, consoles, doors, etc., that you currently are at level 3 hack depth with. You're able to draw a line of sight through these cameras and use these guns as though they were your own. Inform your party about enemy numbers and positions through them, and even use them for threat response shooting if enemies approach your position or the turrets.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying and awesome, and I love it, but that's kind of the closest thing that we have.
Yes, you are correct. That could probably use them that way. I still need to check for you to adjust it to exactly what you want to do.
Okay. Difficulty?
I'm gonna say difficulties 2, since that is already pretty close.
Okay.
And this is gonna be a sabotage roll.
Okay, and I have a boon in this, so I'm going to try and do this without leaving any particular traces, like network traces.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna +1 that for free.
All right. Okay.
I'm just gonna assume that the boon +1 was from getting that coffee.
Okay. So you insert that code into the little listening device thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And after a for like a few minutes, nothing happens at first. But eventually you do get a return signal.
Sweet. Can I trace it?
Give me an let's say another operate check. Difficulty 2 again.
Okay. Mind exert, I'm assuming?
Yes. And
Reroll that D10.
Believe. Doom.
Bah, 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 bah.
that is only a 10, I'm afraid.
Yep.
So no.
Grumbling in frustration, Vandal's just gonna look at the other and going, well, I got the signal, but I can't parse where it is.
You are pretty sure that it is relatively close, but at best in one of the neighboring buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, probably no further than like the building across the street, like that level of nearby.
Okay.
But you can't say exactly where this is too weak.
Okay. Hmm. Ideas? Anybody? Silence. Cool.
Just. Well, I'm gonna go try and find if there's one in this room.
Sorry, I stepped away from my computer for a quick second.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
No, I don't have any ideas myself. I'm not much of a hacker.
I mean, if you gave Squeak something to do,
Yes, you can do that, Lillian. Give me another body perception.
Difficulty 2?
Same as before.
Yeah, for this type of character, I really need to put more into his community.
Yeah, you find another little bug thingy.
Underneath the couch cushions.
No, it's actually near the this one is pretty well hidden. It's by the big like TV-ish thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so sort of like half inside, like in a corner. So imagine like they managed to put it like inside the ventilation thing. Like pretty much the only reason you were even able to pick it out is because you kind of already knew what to look for.
So their technical ability might not be the most adept, but they clearly knew how to use this equipment.
Now I'm sort of wanting to check the hallway. I guess I'll try and remove it and bring it back to the other ones. See if, I don't know, having more of them broadcasting said signal helps somehow.
You might be able to triangulate it a little better.
But yeah, I'll bring it back and I'm gonna go check the hallway now, I guess.
Okay.
Assuming there aren't multiple in each room. Yeah.
Then give me the same roll for the hallway again.
Come on. There we go.
Wow. Okay.
Dice are being nice.
Yeah.
Well, to you they are.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Being mean. You're being mean to Yin.
You are getting getting a funny look by a cat who's walking by on the way to her own apartment. But you're not finding anything.
Alright. After a quick stretch and back in.
wow, didn't even wink at her. I'm proud.
Huff huff.
Alright. So, do I want to... Could I, like, maybe try again with the different bugs? See if I can't get a different result with the different equipment.
All right, I'll allow it. I think that the triangulating angle is different enough to warrant another attempt. But it's gonna be difficulty 3 now.
Okay. That's okay. 2d8.
I'm sorry if I stole all the luck.
Hey!
All right. You can't tell exactly where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And you also noticing that the signal is, I believe, intermittent is the term.
Right. It isn't a constant feed.
Yeah, it's you're guessing it's more like burst. Burst transmissions. So yeah. You can't tell exactly where it is, but you get a rough direction.
Okay. I take it it's building across the way.
Yeah, about a building across the like plaza-ish area in front of the building you're in.
Okay. Alright, so hey, do you want to go investigate?
Someone should stay here, Christian Kirsch.
I can, to be honest.
Oh. I was gonna go back to my balcony.
'Cause,
Party
I
of
don't-
twos doesn't hurt.
Let me see. So I don't really have very much, like, combat skills. And I can run, digital, like you guys are doing that. Also, because I have to take a bio break.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
That would give an excuse for it to cut to you guys.
Okay, so is somebody actually going? And if who?
I'll be up for going out.
Alright, be right back.
Okay.
Anyone coming with, or am I going alone?
I'll go with you.
Squeaks.
I want my balcony. I'll watch from here.
Heights
And
gets attached to things.
yeah, the first tank, now this balcony. Are you just claiming everything?
Just wait until he finds a balcony where the APC fits on.
Okay. Let's try not to get too fancy just in case then.
Don't you tempt me, voice of God.
Alright.
I want to believe Squeaks just yelled that over the side of the balcony. Loud enough to where a couple people just look up like, what the what? What? Someone okay up there?
Duke Lillian.
Mhm.
Vandal is telling you, like, okay, that building, pretty sure, and about, somewhere around the 16th floor. that's the best that she can give you.
Probably look for one of the rooms facing this building just in case. That's all I can think of. I'm not sure how we're supposed to go about checking. But I guess, yeah, we'll see if we can get access to that building and see where we can get.
Oh, first thing I'd say we try, the front door.
I don't know what kind of building it is, though.
It's another apartment building.
Okay.
Not difficult to get into.
Alternatively, I could fly across and just sort of work somebody's balcony. But yeah, no, front door.
Okay, yeah, you can get in without any problems.
Okay, they said about 16th floor, right?
Mhm.
Let's just head there and see if we could figure anything out. Bring a sweeper or anything, or
Well, sleeper's not gonna help in this case.
Yeah,
And people everywhere.
Yeah, Sweep would just tell you how many people are in that area, which spoiler, it's gonna be a lot. But it's not gonna tell you where.
The only thing I can think of is I have, I think, 9 sheet windows left. And that'd be a little rude.
Also a little wasteful, and there are more apartments than 9 that are possible. So
I didn't bring them up, so not gonna break into anything easily, at least. No optics. What's a hotline? Hotline.
Hotline, I think, is communication.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything that'll help here. Then yeah,
okay. Then I would like to try to make a roll. Kind of look at the building layout, where the rooms are and stuff like that, and I think, okay, if I was gonna put one of these things in here, where would I put it? And kind of start from there.
and I'm gonna ask Squeaks, can you watch the outside building, like on that floor, see if you see anything that might be
And back.
Welcome back.
interesting?
Got it, boss.
I'm boss? Okay, no? uh,
Okay, so what's going on?
They made it into the building. They are on you as I as Vendel in your place told them which building it is, and that is probably somewhere around the 16th floor.
Okay.
yeah, and
They made an educated guess that it's probably a apartment. It's an apartment building facing your building.
Makes sense.
and asking Squeaks to see if can see anything going on that floor.
Squeaks, give me a body perceive roll.
Difficulty?
Let's go with difficulty 2.
Oh, oops.
Yes, you did it.
Well,
Do you have focus?
We did the thing.
I do have focus. I have 3 of it.
We
Please.
You pretty much have to reroll the 1 to make it worth it.
Yeah, which would be 2 focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can do that. I'm down to 1. What?
That die was crazy.
Yeah, that looked very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a 7 though?
Yeah. The
Okay.
numbers were like scrambling faster than it was rolling.
Yeah.
I saw that too.
And on my end it rolled twice.
incorrect.
Okay.
Yeah, on my end, it was just normal. Maybe the dice flew a little bit fast, that was about it.
Okay. Okay, that is 7 and 5 is 12. That is a 14. Let me think for a moment. Okay. Okay. You how it's you can say anything for sure. But you managed to pick out a couple, let's say 4, 5 apartments where you think, okay, there's either something, you know, there's something standing on a balcony that could be something, or like you think you see something in a window.
I'm guessing that's with the optics.
Yes.
Damn.
Who here has any points in logic?
I have points. How many though?
I have 1 point in logic and a boon.
1 and boon.
Oh, that reminds me.
Okay. Both of you give me mind exert logic roll, please. Difficulty 3.
Okay, so 2d8 plus 1 with a boon.
I got a boon and point.
Oh!
Oh! Okay,
Well, I don't think
do I
it's-
even bother?
You succeed too if you have a boon.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you're standing there, Lillian, like wondering what to do, you're starting to think. You know, maybe if we could somehow try again from here where it's closer, we could get a better signal. And about at that point, you get a message from Vandal. Like, hey, if I could hook up to your toggle, it would be rough, but maybe I can get a better signal since you're a lot closer.
There you go.
OMG, I was thinking the same thing! Next thing you know, we'll be completing each other's sentences!
Oh my god, girl. We are like on the same wavelength.
I would like a might exert operate check from the both of you to set this up.
Okay.
Mind exert operate.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 2.
So 1d8 plus 1d10 plus 2 with a boon in it. But we botched that royally.
I'm re-rolling my d8 since I've got a boon.
You're gonna re-roll the d10 because I have a boon as well.
Hey! What?
That's just a 10, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. So, but I believe Lillian, I believe you passed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, it's not quite working as well as you had hoped, but you can probably make it.
How?
So, it's especially since Weeks pointed out a couple of apartments. So that you could basically go to each apartment and check. Check the signal again. You have to wait a bit because it's an intermittent signal. You have to wait for it to actually be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still, though.
Every time someone gives us a weird look, I'll just pretend we're arguing about like what room number we're supposed to be at, and why don't we just go back down to the front desk?
I'm embarrassed.
Do not ask for directions. We don't have to.
I will try every single one of these doors until one of them opens.
Okay. Lillian, please give me another mind exert operate check.
Oh, I'm bad at this.
Yeah, but this was only difficulty.
Oh, okay.
It's a doorknob check.
I don't think I can salvage that no matter how much I wanted to. Yeah, I can't.
Can I try and help remotely?
Okay.
Yay!
But your check is gonna be difficulty 3.
That's okay.
I don't know how to use the doorknob. Oh!
Nice.
Well, see, so when it's actually a hard check, I do well, but when
Dang!
it's a hard check, I screw it up. I see how it is. Dice.
Okay. So there's a lot of back and forth. Like, okay, now you press the second button from the top. No, from the top. I said from the top. Great, no. And no, you go back one. No, reset that. Yeah, and now again, and the signal's gone. Oh, well, okay. 15 minutes. So it's taking you a while. But eventually you are standing in front of the door to an apartment. It's one of the apartments Squeaks had pointed out, and pretty certain that signal is coming from.
I'm gonna when no one is in the hallway, gonna see if I can put down a sheet window.
I don't know if I
Actually,
can.
You probably can. Where are you putting it? On the door?
yeah, directly on the door.
Okay. Yeah, there's an apartment there. Don't see anybody.
Quickly take it down, stash it.
Appears empty.
So they probably rented it to get a vantage point.
Oh, or force our way in. Say housekeeping.
Housekeeping, I have a mop. See?
I don't have my mop. I'll try knocking first and saying housekeeping, since I definitely do not see one of the do not disturb things on the doorknob.
Yeah. No reaction.
We need more judge.
Alright, is there a way to get in here without friggin' forcing it? And be a force. A more subtle way that won't draw the attention of everyone in this room.
Depends. How good are you at hacking door locks?
Oh,
It's is that operate or sabotage or what?
call me naive, or maybe I missed it, but first off, is the door even locked?
It does not open as you try it, so...
Okay, let's start with the easy stuff first.
That's a good idea. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is typical player logic when you're trying
This
to
is
open the door and
worst comes to worst. I could bash that door in.
Player
Yes,
logic, the
probably
door is closed, you must pick it. Just open.
I just don't want to because we're in a very public place and I'm pretty sure we'll get IRPF called on us.
Not, it's not that public.
Isn't a pure electrical door lock, or is it physical like as well? Like you can't pick it in the traditional sense.
No, it's electronic.
Which kind of check would that be?
The sabotage.
Sabotage? I got no points in it.
I have a boon and a point in sabotage.
Do it.
I probably should have come over, but no. Black Paw's got it.
Yeah.
You got this, Black Paw.
Yeah, you can try.
If not, I have the alternative.
Better than
I'll say difficulty 3.
Mind body?
I'm guessing this would be body. You have tools, right?
Yes.
Good boy.
I have learned.
Yeah, we made a specific note to pick up tools.
Good boy. Go ahead.
And I will do this stealthily.
That is a good idea.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh, very nice. So, yeah, you get onto the log. You get the thing open as Lillian kind of stands around you, being a lookout. And after fiddling with her, crossing a couple of wires and stuff, tweaking a little, there is a click.
I'm in.
Oh my god!
Bonk you on the way in. Alright.
Yes.
Anybody home?
There appears to be nobody home.
And I'm guessing Squeaks would have noticed if anyone tried to make a quick escape down the balcony.
Well, we're on the 16th floor, so I really hope they wouldn't.
Are you still watching, Squeaks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have I seen anything?
No, there was no activity there.
Okay.
Okay.
And just softly shut the door behind us.
Yeah, we belong here.
I'm on Overwatch.
Okay.
Don't you know Overwatch is a useless feature in XCOM? You never make your shots.
Yeah, even if it says 90%
It's XCOM. If you have a 99% chance, it really means you have a 5% chance.
Yeah.
That is unfortunately true.
Unless you're the friggin' shotgun guy, then 60% chance means 100.
And 100 means 0.
So, both of you, give me a quick body perceive check, please.
What difficulty?
Difficulty 1.
I'm glad that chose the 3 and not the 1.
Oh, that was.
Wait,
You both rolled a 13.
We did? Huh.
no, I haven't rolled yet. But
Oh.
I was saying, it was the difficulty 1. If you have it was body perceive, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shouldn't you be rolling 2d10?
No. I only have body perceive 2.
Where'd the plus 2 come from then? I don't know.
That's the exert.
Oh. That works.
Victory through extremes.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You get in, and yeah, this is empty. This is not a place where anybody has actually been living. At least for a bit. But after just a little bit of looking around, it's really fairly obvious. You do find what appears to be like sort of computer thingy sitting around that is running. And you also notice at one of the windows something that looks kind of gun-ish pointed at what you are guessing is the apartment, is Kayla's apartment.
Oh.
You say gun-ish, Chig?
Yeah.
I may have found something.
I'm gonna pick up whatever the computer is, and is there like a way I can send a signal straight to Vandal or something? Like just let him in. I don't know.
Oh, you mean like open the thing up,
Mm-hmm.
or for Vandal to get in?
I don't know. Just
Nothing that you can see.
like can't plug the toggle in or whatever. No. All right.
Okay. Well, I hadn't thought of that. Give me an operate check.
And you have to try 3 times because that's how USB ports work.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it in the right way first, and then it's wrong. Then I'll put it in the wrong way, and then yeah.
And then that like 5th dimensional logic makes the initially wrong right way right again.
Operate difficulty. Sorry.
Difficulty 2.
Hello. Yes, I'm gonna re-roll at 4 with my boon.
Oh yes, this is reroll.
Okay. Come, see if you can make your way down here. We'll open up the door for you.
Okay.
Someone stay with Kayla.
Vandal sighs heavily, beleaguered, and goes skitter running. Tiny legs, okay.
Little Fennec dashing across the plaza.
Hail waving behind them.
Ears flapping in the wind.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'll need like 15-20 minutes. I will be right back. I don't mean to be gone for an extended period, but I don't have a choice here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can make your way to the apartment.
Okay.
Open. And what you find there is indeed your basic computer thing, something on a laptop level. Nothing as actually fancy as your crash suite.
So kind of cobbled together. So kind of cobbled together, as it were. Or just cheap tech.
Yeah. It's like a very simple, very simple like portable computer you could get at any buy spot.
Which is either clever shopping or cheap shopping, because that also means it's a little harder to praise.
It's definitely cheap. On the other hand, it does the job. You know, from even just cursory examination and from everything you've found out so far is that this is simply receiving the signal from the bugs, and then in bursts sending it somewhere else.
So it's just a relay. Well then. Can I trace the bursts? Well, actually, no. Before I do that,
Yes.
I am going to run a magic ear check of the apartment premises and see if our entry/presence is being logged by any untoward systems.
Okay. That would be a mind exert check then, and your choice of protocol, sabotage, or even just simply operate.
What would be better? I think operate would be the better choice.
Okay.
Since I'm just using the scanner to check. What would the difficulty be?
2 is probably okay. Difficulty 2.
Okay. Nice.
Knocking it out of the park. All right. So at least of the stop of that, you do not find anything. There don't appear to be any bugs in here. Like the only thing that's really sending out a signal is the computer doing that burst signal.
And that's not unusual, really, because that's just the bug information. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. You were expecting that. No, there don't appear to any bugs in here, and Duke did a good job picking the lock. So nothing there either.
Okay. Well, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign, actually. Okay, so now I'll trace the signal. See if I can't figure out where the burst communication is being sent to.
Okay. For that, I would like a mind exert. Probably. Gosh, let me check. Yeah, for that I would like a sabotage roll. Mind exert again. With a difficulty of 3.
Okay. That's 2d8 plus 2 with a boon. I'm gonna roll that first d8 with my boon and cross my fingers. Oh my god, really? Oh.
You do not manage to. You do not manage to trace it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a directional signal. So. However, give you is as you know all the equipment, the software, everything. This has a distinct ASR feeling.
Interesting. ASR feel. So that would imply that somebody at the arena is feeling a little jealous, perhaps, or at least upset that their investment is going away. Well, with that in mind, how about I go through the computer system and see if there's anything on here, like any data, any evidence, essentially.
Okay. Then let's hack the thing.
Yep.
Hacking. Okay. Mind exert sabotage. I'm gonna say difficulty 3.
Okay. Reroll that second D8. Let's hope I don't repeat history. Hey, I got just enough.
All right,
Oh,
you made it to the first layer.
First layer lets you read information, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Information but no control. Access like saved files, recent communication, logged email, histories.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good start because that'll let me see if see what is actually on here. And then while I'm doing this, if somebody wants to look at the gun.
Pew pew. Does it have legs?
Well, the only other one that's available right now would be Duke.
I'll check it out. First, I'll kind of go at it first to see if there's like any clues that I could pull from it, and then I'll just take the gun because I want the gun.
Okay. It's on a tripod, so it's hooked up to the computer that Vandal's working on with a cable.
It has legs.
Gun with legs.
Give me a body perceive roll, please.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 2. Okay. Something that strikes you as odd is there are no moving parts there. Fixed thing.
That's odd.
Just a telescope?
So, that or
There's
maybe
not-
the person was manually aiming this?
there's nothing to look through.
That or maybe it's set up as some kind of a decoy. Obviously, if it's not meant to move or anything, maybe it was just meant to shoot to alert us into like another trap or something. I'm gonna see if I could safely unload the gun, assuming it's loaded.
Okay. Give me a give me a body exert operate roll, please. Difficulty 1.
Body Zerk, operate, got nothing on that.
So I think the first thing that comes to mind is like, hello, my name is Ian, and welcome to another video of ForgottenWeapons.com.
Oh
Today
my
we
god.
have a
Plus one!
crazy telescope gun that I don't know how it works.
Today we have +1.
Okay. So you start like handling the thing and trying to figure out to unload it because you can't really see anything how to unload this. Vandal,
What?
you notice some activity on the computer.
Oh dear.
Give me a mind perceive roll.
Okay. Difficulty?
Difficulty 1.
Okay. So, plus 3. I almost rolled 1d103.
A bit much.
Okay, I screwed up the formatting of that. Hold on.
Yep, please roll that again.
There we go. I had
Okay.
an extra plus in there that utterly voided that.
It has created a new file, which by your best guess, you're not really deep enough into the system to say for sure, but there is basically a new file that has priority for the next transmission.
Uh-huh.
Well, it basically comes down to unusual audio activity.
Oh, I have a thing. That'll buy us some time. I'm going to use my signal spin malware.
Mm-hmm.
But I need more hack depth, so I need more hacking.
Well, then hurry up and hack.
All right. Same difficulty?
Yes.
Hack the master!
Difficulty doesn't change.
What a hit with my tools today. Why tools?
I'm scared.
But you have a boon, right? You can reroll one of them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just annoyed. Okay, so that's a 9.
Nope. That is not enough.
This
You
is
need a
unfortunate.
5 or higher on the other one.
I don't have any focus left.
Oh.
I will allow you one retry.
Okay. Before I start getting kicked out of the system. Oh my holy god. That's a 10.
Okay. Let me see.
This is just kind of sad.
Okay. A resolve save, please.
Alright, how do you do that? That is...
Resolve save is weaker of your two mind scores versus the difficulty of the save, which in this case is 3. And add your resolve save score.
Okay, so that would be a 1d6 plus 1d8 plus 1. Okay, of course now I get a decent bonus, or a decent roll rather.
Okay, you managed to stay connected. Yeah, I'm gonna let you try again, but you're fighting the system now.
And other annoyed Fennec noises. Okay, gonna reroll that 2, because 2s are the bane of my existence right now. Hey!
All right, you're at layer 2. One more resolve save.
Okay. How'd I do?
Didn't pass. Yeah, I'm afraid the system is it just kicking you out immediately or anything? Let me read it real quick. Kicking a hacker.
The local authorities have been alerted to your presence.
Well, the local authorities can come suck it, because this thing's being a pain in the butt.
No, you just have that guy from Jurassic Park just pop up on the screen and goes, nah,
No, the
Okay. Okay. No, I did this wrong here. Do the resolve save again. The difficulty is only 2.
Oh, okay. So it's actually 2d8 plus 1. He's not better because I don't have any focus left.
Since I am a merciful god, I'm gonna say it just kicked you down 1 layer, so you get another chance. You're back at layer 1.
You just like seeing Vandal suck at hacking. This isn't merciful, this is torture.
If you want to be just disconnected, then okay.
You may cut to outside the building as the computer goes sailing out the window. Fennec shrieking the entire time.
I just want to see how many more 2s you can roll.
Yeah. Alright, well,
Just-
try for next layer.
Just scream and then
Go back
yeet.
up. I'll give you freaking.
It's not even Tuesday. What's going on here?
I'm gonna give you unusual audio activity. You're gonna have to bleep out half of my dialogue, you stupid computer. Unusual levels of profanity detected.
Go ahead, reroll that too. I know you want to.
I do. I'm just psyching myself up.
Oh, okay. Nope. Resolve save, please. you are out of there. I'm sorry. No, that is.
There's very angry Fennec cussing happening.
Duke.
Just- From the other room, you just hear, "You can suck on all of my nuts, right on them."
Duke.
Yes.
As you're a bit distracted by all the hissing and the angry Fennec noises and the cussing and frankly a lot of very, very naughty words that you have never heard before. While you're still trying to unload this thing, you come to the realization that there is nothing to unload. In fact, the closer you look at it, that's not a gun.
I look closer at it and just kind of examine it. Just gonna relay to the others. Guys, I don't think this is a gun. It kind of looks like one, but I don't think it is.
Give me a mind exert protocol roll.
I have a boon in it.
And do you have any background in ASR?
I do.
Well, then you may add 1 to that.
What's the difficulty?
Oh, difficulty 2.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm a cog. I better have background in ASR.
I don't want to assume.
My face is red from being a combination of
Oh.
angry and laughing.
I'll use my boon to reroll that too.
Mm-hmm.
+1.
Okay. Yeah, that is not a gun. That's a laser microphone.
Oh, I know what those are. They're used for surveillance.
I'm gonna tell the others there. Guys, this is a. I think I've seen this before. It's some kind of ranged audio pickup with a microphone. I think they weren't trying to shoot us. I think they were trying to overhear what we were doing.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
Bear back roll fast. X is at the door.
Looks like it's just you and me, Vandal.
Where'd Razzie go?
I don't know, he said be right back.
Oh. The grandparents
So-
ate him.
Wanna try to hack something else?
No, I just need some more points in sabotage is all it is. Which, I mean, that's coming.
But yeah, so the computer kicked you out.
Yep. Well, I figure she might do a search of the premises for anything else relevant, as also as kind of a way to cool off, so she doesn't chuck evidence out the window.
Okay. Give me a body perceive roll.
All right. I don't entirely suck at that.
Difficult 2.
52. Also, does it rely on hearing or smell?
No, you're looking around.
My nose. No.
Follow your nose.
You may look down your nose, but that doesn't count, I'm afraid.
Aw. Alright, well... Okay, yep. Vandal's just gonna have a temper tantrum stomp around the apartment that a stupid cheapo computer from any buy spot beater.
Yeah, you don't find anything else, but you can tell that really not just by looking around, but also actually by your nose that there really has been nobody in this place for several days. They must have set this up and then just left.
You know, maybe Squeeze can do this since he's over there. Who owns this apartment? Is there a way we can look that up? Maybe there's some kind of connection, unless they just did what we did and they broke in here.
I mean, it's possible they did, but at the same time... worth checking.
Well, I'm afraid that's not publicly available information.
That's a bit odd. No, at least for like the building, you could just say like, oh, well, so-and-so lives on this floor. You may not be able to get like the personal information, but you at least get a name.
Probably an alias, but...
Oh, did somebody wish to remain anonymous? The building systems inform you that they would be happy to leave a message for them.
Probably not the best to say, hey, we found your stuff.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I hope I didn't miss too much.
You missed a great hacking session.
Oh, okay.
Mostly of me failing miserably, and it was kind of great.
Oh. I see a long line of low rolls in the chat right now.
There are so many twos. Why are there so many twos?
What happened? Oh my god, it just keeps going!
Twos happened. Twos happened to me.
In some cases, two of them at once.
Two twos. Too many twos.
I'm a little afraid to say it, but Vandal could try to hack link systems.
Is there a way we could just jam the gun while making it look normal, I guess?
It is not a gun.
It is not.
No, it's a laser microphone.
Yep. It is used for remote surveillance.
Okay.
It was pointed at one of the windows and then picks up vibrations from sounds inside.
Yep. Kind of cool, actually. They actually exist in real life.
So, you can't get into this guy's laptop for the life of you, huh?
Nope. I kind of suck at it.
Well, if I may offer an alternative, we just simply chill out since we didn't leave any signs of forced entry.
Well,
Yeah,
I
and
think
the
we
only
could do-
evidence we left behind was infuriated Fennec spittle all over the computer screen.
And we just chill out in the apartment and wait for someone to come by.
I kind of say we have three options. One, we can bug the apartment, kind of see if someone comes by, just have someone stationed here. Or the last one, we could just take the stuff with us. Maybe we could investigate it further at the apartment when you have like more time to hack it, not under pressure or anything like that. Plus, if anything, it stops them from spying on us or whatever it was doing.
Yeah, I mean, I say we could honestly bug the apartment and steal the stuff, like nothing preventing us from doing both.
Alright, well, you're gonna have to grab one of your peeps.
Yep, I'll double back and grab a peep.
And
I'll just grab one of the the balcony peep, and the audio sensor from the hallway.
Okay.
I guess in the meantime we'll keep the door shut and just hide out in case somebody comes by.
Jump out and yell surprise when they swing by.
Happy birthday! Alright, where are you stuck, Kayla?
What?
Just... Alright.
I'm just suddenly imagining, us accidentally terrifying some cleaning person that's swinging by. Open the door. They open the door with their cleaning cart, just cleaning the vacant apartment, and all of a sudden, a bunch of people jump out of the closet, surprise!
No, there's no activity over there. So you set up a peep and a comm spot, the enemy apartment.
Yes.
Okay, and you take this stuff with you, or do you leave it there?
I want to take it with me so that I can dissect it on my terms.
Okay.
That's fair. And since we have it bugged, there's no reason to stick around for now. Unless, yeah.
Okay. So, you find yourself back in Kayla's apartment. Are you gonna do that tonight, or are you going to wait until the next?
I'd say wait until the next morning, just because I don't have any focus and it.
That's fair. Also, which X do I need to get rid of?
The balcony.
I already did it.
Oh, okay. And you got rid of the line in the hallway one. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, I mean it's already getting pretty late in the evening, so you can just do the Betty buys and have a hopefully good night.
Vandal looks very grumpy. Normally I'm waking up at about this time.
Well, tough luck, sugar. Says Kayla.
Yeah, any comment from her for just bringing in a bunch of stuff?
She's trying to ignore. She's mostly trying to ignore what you're doing.
Why don't we point it back down at the apartment that we just came from?
Yeah, there we go. That's actually kind of a funny idea.
You already have a peep and a com spot in there.
Yeah,
Double
but it's
up.
amusing. It's karmic. We're gonna spy on you with your own spy equipment. The
Okay. So you spend the night. It is quiet. Like nothing is nothing is waking any of you up, unless any of you wants to have unpleasant dreams or whatever. I'm not telling you how to.
I am content.
Vandal is going to sleep soundly, if fitfully, due to the forever curse of having to relive sucking at the one thing you take pride in.
Are we using this as a stopping point, or are we gonna go for a bit more?
That's a good question.
Oh, we can keep going. We have been pittering around for so we need to
Make some progress.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. There, that's the. So, yes, next morning, Vandal,
Yes.
there is an alert on your crash suit.
Uh-oh.
Suite, whatever.
Sweet.
Yeah. Some of the peeps were set off by the motion. There was activity.
Cool. Stuff.
Mm-hmm. Primarily, the peeps in the hallway outside the apartment.
Okay.
Because there were people going by.
I mean, that's normal.
Yep. And also the peep and also comspot in the enemy apartment.
Oh.
Somebody somebody came in there. A canine vector, from what you can see.
Mm-hmm.
He entered. He apparently looked around for a moment, and then left.
Any audio? Since we had the,
I mean, yeah, but it didn't say anything.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good opportunity to take an image capture and see if we can't run facial recognition.
Canine.
I think, if I remember right, canines are like the most common
Mm-hmm.
vector type.
Yep.
Sorry, I got distracted by a message from my roommate. I mean, I take it Vandal doesn't recognize them, because that'd be unlikely.
Oh, no.
Okay. So, how would we run facial recognition? What kind of technology exists to do that?
I mean, you can't run it against the general population. That's just not feasible.
Right.
You don't have the resources for that.
Can look through our list of potential suspects, not subjects, Scott.
That would be more reasonable.
Yeah.
Wasn't the old ring manager K9?
Was he?
Yeah, but he was a cog.
Oh.
This was a vector.
Well, we can start with the suspects and try and move out from there and slowly widen our search.
Do you want to let the computer do it, or do you want to do it manually?
That's a good question.
I don't think I'd really know how to let the computer do it. I guess I'd check out the more social side of things. The only people I know how to check up on are the crazy fans, so...
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you can try whatever pictures of them you have and see if it's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not the guy you saw like lurking around outside.
Mm-hmm.
That much I can tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
Would there be any role for searching up that stuff, or...
I am sorry. That would be a mind perceive check.
Okay. Difficulty?
I'm gonna say difficulty 2.
I'll take it.
All right. There's no resemblance there.
Well, quick to roll those out for now. The only other thing I could think of is maybe look into reporters and whatnot. Yeah. I don't know how much big news this would be.
This is gonna be big news, but it's not yet.
Right.
They kept a pretty good lid on it, because if this came out, it would have already been reported about.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think I got anything else I can use myself for. So. Missing the obvious. You can feel it. We could take another look into that press suite and see if you can get in now.
Well, it's just a basic computer, but yeah.
Give me another hack roll, please.
Okay. Actually, before I go hacking into something, is there a way I can see who had it printed? Like, is this something that I could just like check on the origin of the item and get like a account number or something?
I do not actually know. I'm gonna say no, at least not like just from looking at it.
Right. Imagine that would require some pretty specialized tools. And
If,
probably more specifically engineering know-how rather than
Yeah, that would probably involve taking the thing apart.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll try hacking again. What the hell?
Okay. But the same, so still the same roll as last time.
Okay. So 2d8 plus 2. Hey!
Nice. Now, not gonna make you roll anything beyond that. Because frankly, right now, you have the thing there. You have all day. What I mean to say is, eventually you will crack it.
Right.
This roll was more to see how long it's gonna take.
So not terribly long.
No, that's or maybe I don't know, half an hour or something. Yeah, the thing is wide open to you. What would you like to do?
I want to see how long it's been set up and what servers it's and sources it's been communicating with.
Okay. Been set up for about 5-6 days, something like that time.
And how long have we been hired to do this job?
This is your third day here.
Okay.
How long has she been in this apartment?
Kayla has been in this apartment for a bit long. Since 2 weeks.
Wondering when they had a chance to bug it then.
Oh yeah, how long have the bugs been going on it?
Yeah, about the same.
Well, that does give us a loose time frame. A very loose time frame, but question in that case, is there any way we can like check the Kayla's apartment building security and see who's been in and out of her apartment around that time.
No. There's surveillance, but who enters the building itself, but not who goes into.
Okay.
This is not necessarily a very high security area.
Didn't figure. Heck, the security of her staying here is more like the fact that she's kind of staying here on the down low.
Yep.
So it's more like hiding in plain sight. And with that in mind, that kind of does narrow our suspects a little bit, because it means, like, whoever has all the setup had to find out where she was living, and I think it's time to send a message to DeVay just asking, like, hey, like, who knew that she was being, like, kept here? Like, because that's a short list, I presume.
Yeah. It is that is a very short list indeed. That is pretty much, well, you guys, obviously Kayla herself, and DeVay, actually.
What if we just found DeVay's own guy?
Now there is there are of course people down the corporate ladder who although they didn't really know, but I mean there were people involved in renting this apartment and everything, so somebody might have put two and two together.
Yeah.
So not as short of a list as we were hoping.
Yeah. Not to distract, but as a side note, the HC SVNT DRACONES Second Edition PDF is currently the second best-selling title on Drive-Thru RPG.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Ooh.
That was quick.
And HSD Rulebook 1 is number 1.
They did ship out all the
Maybe.
stuff yesterday, so I'm wondering if those sales were kind of roped in there.
Don't put this down.
But no, I'm just saying, like, beyond that, I'm pretty sure a bunch of other people also got it. And that just shows you how successful the actual Kickstarter was, too.
Yeah.
It's still the second most popular book on there. Whether or not that was backers for the Kickstarter or not, that still means that many books are going out.
Yeah. Okay, so contact DeVay, do all that, hem and haw, yada yada. Yeah, I suppose at this point it's just kind of a waiting game. See what's
I'm sort of wanting to double check the apartment, see if we're finding anything else.
I mean, I've been here this whole time, so I doubt anyone's gonna add anything.
I mean, if we overlooked anything, because we did, like, give each room like one look over after we found stuff. Didn't double check.
It'd be a little odd for them to have multiple bugs, just because that would only increase their likelihood of us finding them.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, like, this doesn't exactly seem to be a massively professional operation, so I don't know. Like, it could be that is the case. But,
I do have a personal quirk out of place where I could recheck an area that we've already searched.
Oh. Wow. That seems easy then. I would just do that.
For the enemy apartment?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about more about this apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Which one is that again?
Out
Sorry.
of place?
Out of.
If I remember, that's only for like hidden entrances and stuff like that. I remember that getting pointed out to me before.
I'm taking a look at that. This was for perceived checks that that failed. I mean, I mean, if no, that would work. Which part did you search?
I searched the balcony.
I searched the bathroom.
I said bedroom.
Because Duke, that would be for you. So you could only
Yeah, so-
search the part
The balcony again. Yeah.
that you have searched.
Alternatively, you could search the other apartment. Since you were there initially.
True. Wonder if there'd be anything there, but I really didn't search it to begin with. Not much, really.
Yeah, Vandal searched it.
Yeah,
Oh,
And I-
okay.
and I didn't even succeed.
And plus, whoever was there probably isn't coming back, considering took a step in, saw the place, and
Decided, nope. Too risky. Slight compromise.
One thing I'm gonna point out.
Yes.
What you can try, Vandal,
Uh-huh.
is search the computer that you nicked. Search the like software for anything that might give you a clue where it comes from.
True. Yeah. I'll try that.
Okay. For that, I think check again. I think I would like to see a mind exert. And I'm gonna say protocol.
Okay.
Mind exert protocol. Difficulty 3.
Mind exert protocol difficulty 3. So I have 3 in mind exert. Protocol kind of sucks. Don't have a boon in it, but okay. 2d8 plus 1. Let's do this. Nope. Well, I might as well spend 2 focus to reroll that 1. Because we fully rested, so. Well, That's that avenue down.
Fun.
Sorry.
The dice are not cooperating.
No, they really aren't. They're not cooperating when I have access to information and I'm trying to act on it. The dice are being very stubborn.
Mm-hmm. Quite so.
What did you do to offend them?
I don't know.
Did you forget to pray to RN Jesus?
No, and point of fact, my boyfriend even has a RNGesus shirt. It's a picture of Jesus with a D20 for a head, and the face that's facing the camera is a 1. He's flipping off the viewer.
Okay, that's good.
Sounds about right. Okay. Oh, I guess can't really tell you what else to do. Rezi, quick, Rezi, are you
Yes.
there? Can you tell me real quickly for how long we've been running?
2 hours 36 minutes.
Okay. Well, guys, do you want to keep going or continue
I will
next?
say this is a decent space to take a break simply because I need food and I need to convene with the roommates for to figure out who of us actually still has physical checks because we need to mail our rent checks to the landlord, and who the hell uses checks anymore?
I agree. Who the hell uses checks anymore? Just use PayPal, damn.
Yeah. But I'd say this would be a decent place on my end to take a break.
Alright.
I agree. I mean, it's the end of the day, so it kind of makes sense.
No, you are more at the starting of the next day.
A bad start to the first next day.
Of course, then. That
Dawn.
means focus is back.
Yes.
Well, my focus came back and then I immediately wasted 2 of it, but oh well. Bum, 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 bum.
Wow.
Alright. Well, you get your 15 XP.
Yay.
And, well, I believe that's it.
Alright.
Maybe by the end of this we'll have enough XP to actually succeed in all our checks.
There will never be enough.
Maybe. Maybe.
The only thing I'm getting from this is that we need to buy more focus.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at that right now, because I could get focus, readiness, technique, notoriety. I think notoriety.
I got 5 focus. That's pretty good for me.
I only got like 3. Yeah.
I only have 4.
Rezi,
Yes.
may I stop the stream?
Okay. There go stream. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye!
There go.